How y'all doing? I had to make this quick video even after watch the chorus, sweetie. Even after here, you come on this side. Come here. Even after devotion, and I just got home, and I was reading, I cut on my computer, and I just came from doing Bible study at a friend's house, having devotion with a friend, good friend of mine. He's in a wheelchair, so he can't get out a lot. So sometimes I'll come, I just took him something, and of course, me and him, we love discussing the word, so we get to talking, and it led to a whole study, actually on something I'll be sharing tomorrow after church. But anyway, so I get home, and I read a comment on the latest video I just posted. I had to delete it. Dude, the guy, I won't even repeat his name. But the guy said, yeah, Josh, you said people's opinion don't matter. Thus the title of the video, Should Your Opinion Matter? Should your opinion really matter? He said, yeah, Josh, you sound self-pleasing. You're into self. You say people's opinion don't matter. Things of that nature. Let me tell you something, brother. I'm gonna be, and I said, well, let me make this quick video because there's no telling who else may feel that way. I've come across that mentality before, and that mentality is exactly the one that's detrimental, evil, and toxic to the church. And you can say, oh, brother, I said that out of love. Well, if it was truly out of love, which you swore you listed a whole list of stuff that you could see that was wrong with Joshua. If it was truly out of love, you could have messaged me. But you put it on Front Street on the comments, so I'm going to address it. Because I'm going to be honest with you, my family will tell you, brother, last year, before I let anybody know anything, you probably would have said, oh, Josh, the Holy Spirit is in you. I'm moved by your videos. I'm moved by your comment. But guess what, beloved? My temperament was out of control. I was drinking alcohol every day at night. Still preaching, still teaching. I was smoking weed on the regular basis. Ready to fight anybody at the drop of a dime. But you probably would have said, the Holy Spirit is in you. You're a good guy. You probably would have had a whole list of good stuff. To be honest, back to what the subject of the thing, should your opinion matter? Beloved, no, it shouldn't. The only opinion, if a child can step over that, you can too. The only opinion that should matter is that of God, not man, not man. And I say that for several reasons. I say that for several reasons because if I listened to others' opinion, I wouldn't even do YouTube videos. Oh yeah, I was told it was a waste of time. People couldn't figure out why I would spend so much time into doing videos that I don't get paid for, can't get paid for. YouTube won't even monetize me. I tried last year. They said no, we won't monetize your videos, even though I have over 500 videos, over 4 million views, 15,000 subscribers. The limits, I passed all the requirements by flying colors, and they said no, you can't get no monetization for the videos. I said cool, because their opinion doesn't matter, and I'm not doing it for them. I'm not doing it for the money. That's why I've never got on here and asked y'all for money like others do. I don't even have a donate button. Back to opinions, because I was actually told and actually got into an argument with a close friend of mine who said, Josh, you should be asking people for money and things of that nature. A workman is worthy of his wages. But no. Josh is stubborn. I don't listen. Others' opinions don't matter, so I didn't do it. Because God, I have a firm belief that God, who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, see, I don't look at the cattle. He owns 1,000 hills. He'll take care of old me. And you know what he did? He blessed me with my own business. I'm not rich. I'm barely getting by. I ain't gonna say barely. That's even a lie. I don't want people to get it the wrong way. But let's just say my bills are paid every month. You know what I'm saying? Off of me running my own business, being able to make my own hours. But guess what? I wouldn't even be running my own business if I would have listened to others who said, Josh, You can't make a living selling electronics. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You can't make a living selling electronics. But should opinions matter? Should your opinions matter? Or what about all of my friends who always thought I was a fool for worshiping, for losing job after job after job because I wouldn't work on Saturday? Should their opinions matter? The ones who said, think about your family, Josh. Think about your family. Should their opinions matter? What about, let's say, or now think about it. How many opinions, how many men's opinions matter to Christ? Let's get deep with it. Didn't his own disciple try to tell him, you're not going to go to the cross, you're not going to do this, and you're not going to do that? What did he say? Get behind me, who? So you telling me Satan can speak to us through others' opinions? But let me get back to the thing that I want to also clarify. Because like I said, when you share certain stuff, people, and it's sad that it's in the church, but people will look at you worse than they did before you even shared. If I would have never, like I said, if I would have never became genuine, and you know who you are, I won't say your name, and I hope you're watching it, because if I would have never became genuine and transparent, you probably would have still been like, oh, Josh, that's a good guy, man, we need to have him come speak at our church. But my family will tell you right now the whole list of all of Joshua's faults that I have right now. Selfishness, things like that. Not realizing, just coming from having a Bible study at a friend's house, things of that nature. Taking him bags of free stuff. Lord says don't tell what you do. So I won't even tell everything I do. Hold on. I know. So I won't even tell everything I do, but let's just say it like this. How many families have you fed this week? Have you? I'm talking about outside of your own. Out of the goodness out of your heart. If you can't say even more than one, please, you'll be surprised what Josh gives and what Josh does and who I do it with. Because I don't do it for you. I don't do it to brag about it. Don't do it to boast. But I love what I do. I don't think you probably didn't even make it to the video where I said, yeah, I don't stand in the pulpit and teach, but from Sunday through Monday, I'm about people. I sell electronics. I deal with customers. I told my friend the other day who did time for attempted murder. Me and him were talking about the health diet. And I was trying to give him pointers and cues. And he was asking me about what not to eat and how people on his construction job look at him funny because here's a thug, an ex-thug, who says I don't eat meat. Are you in the projects talking to hoodlums and gangbangers about the health message? But you're right. Joshua is all about self. Look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I had to do this because the watching porn, the getting drunk, getting high, I don't do it anymore. See, the guy, whoever you must have heard the beginning part and automatically assume that I'm still wrapped up in these things. Beloved, I don't play around with God. I said there's a reason why I only have, you can count 10 videos in the past year and a half. Let's do that. Do that. Go back through my upload videos and watch how many videos. Because, beloved, if I'm not right with God, I'm not gonna just go to this and get on here with you and front and play with you while I'm wrestling with certain demons in my own. God says clean up home first, then go reach the world. Oh man, my family would tell you. I raised my two children. My 2-year-old, my 1-year-old, they're with me. No daycare. They're with me while I run my business throughout the day. And it's crazy because the blessing of taking care of 2 children, babies, while you're trying to run your business, keep the house clean, things of that nature, is it takes your mind off of self. And I wanted to say it because I can share with people that, hey, I used to smoke, drink, be addicted to porn, and you must have thought Josh is still in them things and he's boasting and bragging. Why? Because I'm confident and happy. I always said it all the time. People used to get mad at me in all the sports I played and actually want to test me because of my what they perceived as, oh, he's arrogant or confident. But beloved, my confidence is in God. Shouldn't you be happy? Shouldn't your confidence be in God? Or should I just come at you crying all the time? I'm sorry, I can't when I'm happy discussing the word. And y'all, if you've seen my videos, sometimes I will get emotional and tear up sometimes. You know, I can't help it. I can't help it. Especially when talking about God and things of that nature. But I had to do this quick little video. I even told my family, they said, Josh, what are you doing? You know, I said, I gotta do a quick little video. And every time I tell them it's only gonna take a couple minutes, they be like, yeah, right. You only take a couple minutes on a video. But I had to because it was just heartbroken because that's you're who I'm talking about. You're who I'm talking about. You say you love me, but you wrote a list and then you said at the end, it's a shame and sad to see you like this, brother. See me like what? Smoke free, drink free, not watching porn, ministering to people in my neighborhood. Almost like me and my neighbor, I stood out in the rain and with respiratory issues. How many of y'all remember when I said I was sick in a later video and I thought I was dying last year, which is true. Had respiratory issues. Look at my Facebook page, Joshua Wiley. Look at my Facebook page. I just talked about it yesterday, how God is healing me. But I stood out in the rainy, cold weather just to comfort my neighbor. I won't even tell his name. Last week in the rain for a couple hours, for several hours. Just cause, and I said, okay, oh well, I could feel my chest hurting. But like I told my wife, I said, God will heal me. He'll heal me back. My neighbor needed me. But you said a whole list of how I'm selfish. Why? Because I said your opinion doesn't matter. See, people who get upset when their opinion doesn't matter are the very ones who want to control you. You'd love to take Josh and shape me how you see me. I would not do what I'm doing if people's opinions matter. I wouldn't be in Seventh Adventist. I was offered 4 scholarships to play college ball. I was just thinking about this the other day because me and my brother could have played college ball, but we didn't because of the Sabbath. Do you know how many people said I was stupid? I was city all-star. I played city ball. And now if you live in a big city, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I couldn't play school ball because they played on the Sabbath. They played on Friday nights. But I could play city ball, which played on Thursday. And I was a city all-star, traveling to different cities. Even when I was locked up in New Jersey. At 15 years old, they had a football league in which I was an all-star. They had it in the prison systems, and we played other prisons in New Jersey and other boys' homes. I was a monster. I was a vegetarian. I ran a 4.2 40. You know how many people said I played in school. I played football, track, and basketball. You know how many people said I was stupid for not going to college and taking them up on them scholarships? I was offered a scholarship almost off of city ball alone. That's real talk. From being in the newspaper, I was league MVP. You know, I was even telling my son about it. We were just talking about it recently, you know, as he exercises and trains. But I guess opinion should matter, huh? I keep thinking about, you know, when I tell people I was locked up 23 times and I have a YouTube channel, things of that nature, or I was crowned Clarksville's freestyle champion, like my brother Nimmer in Atlanta, like I was saying before. And my brother Nimmer said before, when they used to want, when I first stopped rapping certain kind of music, you know, and they were like, Josh, why? I guess their opinion should have mattered too, huh? Do I pick and choose which opinions matter? Or should God's opinion be what truly matters? And if God's opinion is what truly matters, can you get up and turn it off? If God's opinion is what truly matters, then God will lead me and instruct me to the very people whose opinions do matter. And it's when they come out of love, not reading off a list of what you think sins I'm messing with. It was hard, but it was sad. I had to do a quick video about it. I said, I wonder who else feel this way. Because you know there's some Adventists who think because Josh cut up last year, this year, or said some foul stuff on Facebook, I shouldn't have no right to speak to you right now. I guess their opinions matter too. That's a fact. Matter of fact, again, I even posted about it the other day on my Facebook that people have an infatuation with the Bible. Christians like you who say off of one video you read off a whole list of sins that I get that you think that I'm doing, you know, off of that video, the past video of me saying your opinion doesn't matter. You had a whole list of sins. I'm selfish. I'm only about self. I'm only pleasing myself and caught up in the world and all this stuff. Wow, that's a lot. And not once did you mention none of yours. I guess you're the standard. You're the standard. You know, but I said people have an infatuation with the Bible. You say, Josh, what are you talking about? Moses was a murderer. Took 40 years to get it out of his system before God said, okay, now I can use you. David was a murderer. 9 concubines. Solomon, 1,100 wives. Paul was a murderer, threw innocent people in prison. But God used them. The demoniacs, the first evangelists of the new church. They were the first evangelists of the new church when God took the demons out the demoniacs. Do you know all know what the demoniacs did when they were up in the tombs? But see, it's Christians like you who say, you got to get my approval before you teach again, Josh. You got to get my approval before you do this. I don't like the way your hair's cut to the side, or you got a Wu-Tang shirt on, so that, oh yeah, you're glorifying evil. Because you got that shirt on, or you're doing this, or you're doing that. Like you said, you read off a whole list, but at the end you made sure you said, it's sad to see you like this, you know, or something. You said something to that effect. But I'm like, brother, if you truly love me, like some other friends of mine did on Facebook when I was really going off, showing the ugly side of Joshua, they inboxed me and said, Josh, I love you, or Josh, what's going on? Or if they had questions. They didn't put it on Front Street. Now, some of the Christians so-called did. Put it right on my Facebook, right where they could see. And they didn't expect a nasty response, but they got a nasty response. When you go public, you go public, pointing the finger. You know, when Josh is in a bad space, Josh will go public to rebuttal. But I wanted to do this video to let people know that, hey, I might have said, yeah, watching porn, drinking, temperament. I don't do those things no more, beloved. I'm happy because I'm free. How about you? What about you? Are you free? Is the Holy Spirit working in? Man, wait till what I share tomorrow, y'all. God is so wonderful. And so, I was blown away. And it's a touchy subject. So I'm going to get back to studying up on it tonight with me and my brother Corey. And I'm going to see if I can get Corey on the camera tomorrow with me. You know, after when he comes over the house. He comes over my house for potluck tomorrow. Do you have, the one who wrote the list, do you have friends over? Do you have people in the church over to your house? Or do you pick and choose who comes over to your house and eat potluck? I'm just asking questions, because usually people who throw a whole list and condemn like that, you're condemning the people in your pews too. It don't stop there. You might see something. Look at her with that dress on, and I can't believe I can't believe that. That person might be closer to God than you could ever imagine. But who knows? That's why God said only He can judge the reins of the heart and the mind. We should take that same approach. You know, we should take that approach to let God judge who, you know. But you might say, oh, Josh, what about the fruits? You're right. What fruit am I producing? Come in my city and I'll show you. Come in my neighborhood, I'll show you. Talk to my neighbors. Let's see what fruit Josh produces. Should I talk about all the baptisms? I'm not ordained. I work a 9 to 5, like I say, now I have my business. But you want to talk about all the people we brought to the water in the past years? Just total, should we put it as, I can't even count. I don't know how many people. You know, to even where one of my pastors said, he said, Josh, I need about 20 of you. And we could evangelize this whole country. But I don't speak on the past, because the past is the past. What matters is what I do today. What I do right now. How am I right now? I'm blind, wretched, miserable, and poor. Some of the things you said on that list is right. But I'm wise enough to see it and notice it and to take it to the Lord. gonna end the video right there, and I want to say, and I love you, brother, and I'm gonna end the video. I was gonna end it right there, but I just wanted to end it with that, because I did this video because I don't know who else may think that way. And so I wanted to say, I don't want people to think, and that's what I'm saying. That's one of the sad things. That's why a lot of people don't open up in church. I'm glad you proved one of the examples of why a lot of people don't open up in church about their true sins, faults, and flaws, because they're looked at worse once they do. You might say, no, it was just the way you said your opinions don't matter. Well, shut it. Do I have to go into that spew again? Because shut it. Shut it. I'm sorry, beloved. Only God's opinion matters. I grew up with no family. I grew up despised, ridiculed. I've been disfellowshipped twice, both unjustly. And guess what? None of their opinions mattered when they said I was dirt. They said I was no good. Used to call me Satan's little son. Say little demon child. I remember them going up to my mama, giving her parenting pamphlets. Trust me. I stopped letting people's opinions matter a long time ago. And I'm starting to believe that's why God called me. Let me read something. I almost forgot to read it. The Holy Spirit said, you pulled it up so you can read it. What was Ellen White saying in this? What she's about opinions matter. The greatest want of the world is the want of men. Men who will not be bought or sold. You know, if you worry about what other people think and let other people's opinions matter, you'll be bought or sold. Men who in their inmost souls are true and honest. Men who do not fear to call sin by its right name. Men whose conscience is as true to duty as the needle is to the pole. Men who will stand for the right though the heavens fall. But such a character is not the result of accident. It is not due to special favors or endowments of providence. A noble character is the result of self-discipline, of the subjection of the lower to the higher nature, the surrender of self for the service of love to God and man. Beloved, I had to read it real quick because I only got a couple seconds left before the camera cuts off. But that's exactly what we're talking about about the 10 virgins. Men who are wise enough. When I look at the part where it says, but such a character is not result, it is not due to special favors or endowment of providence. A noble character is the result of self-discipline, of subjection. You're not going to subject yourself if you think you're perfect and old Joshua's just dirty and has all this list of issues. You're not going to subject yourself. You got to be wise enough to say, Lord, I need you to guide and direct me now, today, like I did. Y'all have a good one.